Hey everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and I think this is my 40th video today. So today's video is going to be a quick check-in, going through a giveaway that I'm going to be doing as well, then popping some money into my Christmas savings challenge, and then finally finishing off with my travel binder. So I'm just going to get started to begin with. So the first thing that I'm just going to bring in is my calendar for last week. So we left off on the Sunday. So the Sunday was a no spend day. Monday was a no spend day. Tuesday was a no spend day. Wednesday I did nip to the local corner shop, which is Morrison's, and bought a few bits which came to £5.08. Thursday was a no spend. Friday my phone contracts came out, and they came out on the same day, which normally they don't do, but I do prefer that they come out on the same day. So that came to £52.48. Saturday was a no spend day, and then today we are on Sunday, which again is going to be another no spend day. I am going to be spending a bit more next week, but I'll go through that in my check-in in my video next Sunday. So yeah, we've had up to now, including today, which isn't going to be a no spend day, that I would have had 8 no spend days this month so far. My aim for this month is going to be 15 no spend days, because it's 30 days in November, so I'm going to aim for 15 no spend days. So I'm just going to pop that to one side. So a very quick check-in. Next thing I mentioned was just going to go through my giveaway. So I am going to be doing a giveaway, which is hopefully once I reach 150 subscribers. So at the moment I think I'm on 147, so there's just 3 more subscribers, and then I'll do my giveaway. So I'll go through the different challenges and things. So this is what you'll be getting, is the binder, which is the zip binder. Also, if I can do, I'll pop the sparkly glittery pumpkin in there as well. And there are some savings challenges. So I will go through those in my video, hopefully next Sunday, because I'm just 3 subscribers away from 150. So if you are watching this video and you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe, and I can do this giveaway video and then get this sent out to somebody as well. So that is that. Pop that to one side. And then just going to move on to now, let's get my reindeer mat out ready. Pop this here. Can you see the antlers? Yeah, pop it there. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to pop some money into my Christmas savings challenge, which is in my savings challenge binder here. So I'll just go to the Christmas one, which is just here. What I have done as well, I have emptied all my binders, which I was going to do anyway before the start of the new year. So even the holiday one I have emptied and then cleaned off on here as well. So there's nothing in any of my binders. So I do have some cash, which I am going to be using this week. Casper's at the Groomers on Tuesday, and I'm going to do another little bit of a local shop on Monday. So yeah, that's just paying for little bits over the next week that I have off. And then any money that I have left over, I'll pop into the bank, into my savings, because I don't want any money coming out of my bank account while I'm off work. So that phone contracts money that came out, I actually transferred, I cashed in some premium bonds. So yeah, so that will cover, it was like £53. So I think at the moment I've only got 25 left in premium bonds. I kind of use it as like an emergency fund, where I put money in and then I cash it in when I need it. And yeah, so but eventually, hopefully, I want to try and get up to 1,000 in my premium bonds and just leave it there, and just have 1,000 in there. But yeah, hopefully that's for the future. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to move on to the savings challenge. So we are on this week. What did we say we were doing this week? It is, pop that to one, oh actually I'll lean on this, pop this to one side. So we are on today the candy canes, is that right? Yeah, 40, that's how much I've got out. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I have, by magic, £40 here that's going to go into my savings challenge. So the next one that I'm going to be doing, oh, let me just tick this off on there as well. So we have done that, those candy canes. So the next one is the Rudolphs. So for the Rudolphs, it's £15. So that's 15, 30, 45. So 45 is going in next week. So I'm just going to pop the £20 in here. Just make sure you can see that. Leave that to dry a second. And how much have we got in here now? So at the moment now, including the 40 that I'm putting in, we've got 20, 40, £60, which isn't bad at all. £60 and then 45 next week. So it'll be over 100 from next week as well. And this is for Christmas. So I'll pop that back in there. So that is the Christmas challenge done for this week as well. And then I'm just going to move now on to, pop that away. I'm going to move now on to my travel binder, which is something that I've had for quite a while, and the wallets arrived a while ago as well. And I was trying to find the right place to actually film that video. And I knew I was going to film it today, but I thought it was a bit of a random time to film it. But then I was watching the remembrance, like the remembrance ceremony on the TV just before, and it got me thinking. I actually posted a Facebook memory from about 4 years ago, and one of my relatives died in the First World War. He died on the 24th of September 1918. He was called Thomas Saunders. I've got his certificate where he's buried, and he's buried in France, and he died when he was 21. So what I thought is it's quite a good time to film this video, because I did put on that Facebook post that I wanted to go and visit his war grave. So I thought perfect time to film it. The first place that I will save up to go and visit is Disneyland Paris, and while I'm in Paris I want to go to France and visit his war grave. So I thought perfect timing. So I'm just gonna move this out of the way. So here is my travel binder. So I've popped this on here because it will give me the motivation, obviously, I know what I'm saving up for now. I'm saving up for that first trip is to go to France. So, but in general, this travel binder is going to be for all destinations, both for the UK and for abroad. So, and it's also going to be used to save up to go to the place, and also used while I'm at the place as well, which you'll notice from a few of the wallets that are in here as well. I mentioned I got this binder from Budget with Ira, and the wallets, I believe her shop is Deluxe Gift Store on Etsy. She's done all my wallets apart from the rainbow ones, and yeah, I decided to go for a white in the font on here as well. I've not had the white before. The only downside is all the zipper bits are at the top, so I'm hoping that once some money goes in and they start to bulk out, they won't all fold over. But anyway, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go through the different wallets that I've got in here. Oh, some of them have already started folding. Go through some of the wallets that are in here. So the first thing is flights. So flights is to save up, obviously, for flights to go to the destination. Also, I think on some flights, I know in the past, I haven't been abroad for quite a few years, but I know on Ryanair you used to be able to buy food, like hot dogs, drinks and things on the flights. So any money for that kind of stuff as well. So that's for the flights. Then we've got insurance. So obviously any kind of travel insurance that I'm going to be needing to go to any of these different places. Then we have injections. So injections, again, this is to go to specific destinations. I know for some ones you do need to have injections. I actually have quite a funny story. I was going to Egypt, and for some reason, I don't know whether or not, this was years and years ago, whether or not my mum looked into it and thought we needed injections, or whether or not the GP recommended it. I've got no idea. I don't even know if we paid for the injections or they were free on the NHS. But to go to Egypt, I know other people have been and had no injections, and for some reason we all had 5 injections to go to Egypt, all on the same day. So we had 3 in one arm and 2 in the other, just to go to Egypt. Yeah, so that wasn't a very good day. But then also saying that, I think in a way it was more for kind of like, obviously injections, it's for like safety and your health. I do have another funny story about Egypt. I don't know if anyone has been to Egypt. We stayed in Sharm el Sheikh, and we didn't really leave the complex. We just stayed inside the hotel area. So we didn't get to go to the pyramids, unfortunately, which I would love to have seen. But that is on my bucket list. If I ever do go back to Egypt, that is. So yeah, I have another funny story about Egypt actually. So I went to get some money to go to Egypt, and it's the same place that I always go to when I'm going up to a different place. I always go there, and the lady behind the counter, when I asked for the Egyptian money, she put gloves on, and I asked her, why have you put the gloves on? And then she said, because you can get ill just from touching the money. And then it dawned on me why we'd had the 5 injections. So yeah, injections there as well. And then we have transfers, so things like money to go to the airport in a taxi, and then any transfers, so any money that I might need once I get to the destination as well. Then we have airport, so general things like having something to eat at the airport, getting a book, magazines, any last minute bits. I know in the past I forgot things like flip-flops, so I've nipped to one of the shops in the airport and bought some flip-flops, things like that. So just money in there for the airport as well. I have been to Dubai quite a few times, and I haven't actually, I don't know why we've never actually been to the duty free there. I know one time it's because the Emirates flight was overbooked and we literally had to run through Dubai airport to get to the gate on time. So we didn't get to look around duty free. I can't think of the other reasons. I think possibly, no, I don't know why we've never looked around there, but yeah, that's the airport. Luggage, so again, that's just if at any point I am ever over with my luggage. So I know you have to pay a small fee if you go over, so that's just in case of that. Then we have hotel, so again, this is saving up for the hotel that I'm going to be visiting, but also I know in some places, I know Dubai you have to do it, you have to pay per person per night. It's some kind of fee. I'm not sure what it is, but I know they actually charge it in Manchester as well, because I work in a hotel in Manchester and I've heard the receptionist ask for that payment, and it's per person per night and you pay a small fee. But I'm not 100% sure why it is. But I know in Dubai you do it, so I'm not sure other places. But yeah, so that will be for covering the hotel and then any money that's needed at the hotel there as well. Possibly room service if I ever want to treat myself. Then we have spending. So spending is just general spending money that I'm going to be taking. And I'm looking forward to having a look at all the different countries. Money, I know the Australian money is so bright and colourful, so yeah, I'm looking forward to that. So that's going to be for spending money as well. Then we have food and drink. So usually when I go abroad, I normally go half board. So I have a breakfast and like a main meal, so either lunch or tea, dinner. Yeah, I call it tea. So yeah, so that's just going to be for any extra food and drinks, so one of the meals that I'll need to buy as well. So yeah, food and drink. Then we have day trips. So day trips, obviously when you get to certain places, sometimes you have like those welcome meetings where they tell you all the different trips that you can go on to. Usually I try and have a look beforehand and book things that I want to do at home. and get the tickets beforehand. Sometimes it is better to do it that way, but other times it is better to do it when you are abroad, because you get a better discount. It just varies really. Things like when we went to Dubai, we went round on the red sightseeing bus, and you got a discount if you wanted to buy the tickets to go round and have a look round Abu Dhabi, so we did that as well. But then on the other hand, when I went to New York, we wanted to go and see a Broadway show, and the travel agent that we booked through said, oh, wait until you get there, you'll get it a lot cheaper. But when we got there, you can buy discounted tickets at the stairs in Times Square, but it wasn't for the shows that we wanted to go. The show we wanted to go and see, and once we got there and went to the actual box office to buy the tickets, I think it was twice as expensive. So it just varies, I think, from place to place really, for things like that. But yeah, definitely money for day trips. Souvenirs, so definitely I like to get a souvenir every place that I go to, so money for souvenirs. Then we have duty free, so I do like to have a good nosy round duty free, get some perfume. I've bought a Pandora bracelet and things in the past in duty free, so yeah, definitely gonna be popping some money in there. And then lastly we have emergency, and that is going to be in English money, rather than the actual destination place's money. I know sometimes even just having a £5 note in there can mean the difference between having something to eat and not. When I was in New York is so expensive, and we'd literally run out of money on the last day. And I had a £5 note on me, and luckily there is a exchange place in Times Square, and I gave them my £5 note to change, and they gave me some dollars, and then it meant we could buy a packet of crisps and a drink each. Luckily it was the last day, and we was only there for the morning. We went around Madame Tussauds, and then we was getting how did we get, I think, taxi to the airport. So yeah, but it just meant we could have something, like a little bit of something to eat and drink, before we actually got on the plane. So yeah, so definitely gonna have some English money in there as well. So yeah, that is my travel binder. And then yeah, I think the first place that I will be going saving up to go to is France. Yeah, looking forward to that. And then I also have in my savings challenge binder, I also have that Disney here, the Disney challenge. So yeah, I think that will be a good combination to save for. So that is my video for today. I hope you all enjoyed it, and then I will see you again next Sunday. See you then. Oh, don't forget, if you can, do subscribe so I can hit 150 subscribers and do my giveaway in the video next week. See you then. Bye.